I'm super excited about this. I'm gonna start questing in Duskwood, and I haven't done so in many years, but we're back. So I believe this is the first quest. Wolves at our heels. The dire wolves are the most common threat to the town folks here. They lurk in the forest on all sides of us, though most are along the north bank of the river. These aren't the run-to dogs you see in Evelyn. Excuse me, Elwyn? Yeah, Elwyn. Oh my gosh. It begins. Or wherever you come from. They're big as a man, and these are twice as vicious. If you wish to assist the people of Darkshire, hunt the direwolves, so our streets can be safer.
Be careful.
Sure, why not? I believe there are 2 more quests. No, there's 3. So we're going to Chef Graal. Hello, welcome to my kitchen, sir. This is where all the Scarlet Raven Tavern's finest delicacies are made. Just smell the wonderful aroma.
Light bless you.
Seasoned wolf kebabs are a house favorite. Sure, I can make you some, but first I'll need the supplies. Bring me 5 wolf skirt steaks. The dire wolves near the river north of town are good to hunt. I wouldn't stray too far into the woods if I were you.
Go with honor, friend.
And then he gives us
Alliance.
dusky crab cakes. I'll tell you, no, I'll let you in on a little secret. Dusky crab cakes are really made out of spider meat? Excuse me? You? You? That's disgusting. He says, I know. It's a bit disgusting, but the cakes have a nice tangy flavor and make great snacks. Ugh. If you want to try some still, I'm afraid I'm out of meat. I need some lump meat to whip up a few more cakes. Venom web spiders are a good source. They nest to the north, between the foothills and the river.
Go with honor.
Oh, he even knows where they live. I don't like that. Let's see, the last quest should be over here.
Greetings.
Worgen in the woods. Darkness seems drawn. Oh my god. Inexorably? I need to look up that word. What the heck?
Inexorably.
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 Inexorably. Okay. Darkness seems drawn inexorably to Duskwood. Master Caravan's quest is the expulsion of evil and heresy. Through our efforts are the people of Darkshire kept safe. You believe yourself worthy to join us? I once fought as you, disillusioned by the complacency of the Watch. I joined Master Cavern. If you wish to prove yourself, it will not be through words. Test your skills against the Nightbane Worgen in Brightwood Grove. We'll see if you have what it takes to hunt these monsters.
Be careful.
But the Worgens are our friends now. Let's do the Worgen one first, because it's the closest, it seems. Oh, I'm gonna get some coffee. I feel so bad that we have to kill these Worgens now that we know that they are our friends. Let's just say that these are evil Worgens. Oh lord, and then we have to kill some spiders for food. Ugh. There we go, we did it. Don't go thinking that was too easy. Far greater dangers lurk deeper in the woods. Let's take this chest. At ease, shaman. If you were just passing through, I suggest you stick to the roads and only travel by day. If your business is here in Darkshire, consider lending your abilities to the Night Watch. Our skill is unquestionable, but our numbers are small. Okay, the Hermit. Isn't that a tarot card? I've been told there's signs of activity at Beggar's Haunt. People have reported seeing lights in the tower to the east of town. Few would be bold enough to stay that close to Deadwind Pass. You're the first to report since I've learned about this. Go check it out and make sure whatever's in there is human. Ooh, spooky! The Night Watch. I'm afraid you're all I've got to help here, Stannington. Stormwind's forces are so taxed by greater evils that they can't spare a single footman to protect Darkshire. It's up to me and the rest of the Night Watch to keep our homes safe. I'm pretty sure they could afford it, couldn't they? There's more threats here than just wolves, unfortunately. Rotting horrors roam near Blind Mary's haunt on the southeast outskirts. If they're not kept in check, they'll be visiting our homes in the night. Deal with the undead and report back to me for your bounty. Okay, thank you, Althea. Easy peasy. Let's see if the chef can give us some food now. Were you able to find 5 wolf skirt steaks yet? Yeah. The skirt steaks are the best part. It's not an efficient way to cook though. Here, have this recipe. It's a little different, but flank meat's easier to come by when you really need a meal. Thank you. Hail, Sannington. Did you get that lump of meat for me? Ah, yes. A nice lump you have there. Let me just get this seasoned with my secret spices. No looking! And get them to skittering on a skillet for a while. And although dusky crab cakes are my specialty, and I won't give out that recipe, here's the recipe for a dish that's almost as good. Thank you, Jeff. I wonder if WoW has a reference to Gordon Ramsay anywhere. With all the cooking. Let's go to our last guy. Impressive, Stannington. It would seem that you are capable enough to handle yourself. Perhaps a more suitable challenge could be found for one of your abilities. Oh, could be found for one of your abilities. Yeah, I could do anything. The Worgen infestation stretches further than Brightwood Grove, to the south, on the very edges of Darkshire itself. The rotting orchard is host to even more of the savage beasts. The Worgen there are more cunning, Stannington, but just as savage and evil. They conjure foul shadows to tear their enemies apart from a distance. Go to the rotting orchard and slay the shadow weavers to keep the town safe. Sure. Okay, let's start with the first quest, the Hermit. I'm really curious about that tower. That they were like, make sure it's human. What does that mean? What am I gonna find there? And then when we go back, we can take the 2 new quests that I didn't see. Who is this? Abercrombie? Ah, welcome, stranger. I'd offer you something, but there's not much here. Could I beg you to run some errands for a poor old hermit? Yeah, what do you need? Oh, what is a poor old man to do? I need some supplies from Darkshire, but the village is so far away and I'm so old and feeble, I would never make the trip. You're not that old, are you? Can you go to Darkshire and bring me back some ghost hair thread? You can get it from Madame Eva at her home in the Darkshire Square. Speak with Madame Eva. Sure, I guess. Is that the guy? Is that who people are scared of? But it is human. God damn it. My gnomish friend, Cog, has promised to help me build a device which will let me peer towards the stars. According to Cog's blueprint, what I need first is a way to reflect the light. I remember a woman by the name of Mary who became a well-known person around these parts for always carrying a looking glass. Perhaps you can track Mary down and see if she might lend us a reflective surface for this project. I believe she once resided the southern Duskwood. Okay. And then the last quest? Tobias? What are you doing here looking edgy? The Legend of Stolven? I'm here because I received a letter from my brother Stolven, who I haven't seen in years. On arriving here, I was told he was dead. The entire town refuses to offer any further explanation. Any mention of his name is met with terror and suspicion, as if I didn't have enough of that myself. I'm afraid of what will happen if my frustration... Excuse me. I'm afraid of what will happen if my frustration and anger grows any further. I beg you, help me to get to the bottom of this. Implore Clerk Daltrey for any information he may have on my brother. That is weird. Why did he have a new human voice? His voice! I don't think he's human. I think he's a Worgen. I don't know though. I don't know though. I could definitely be wrong. Okay, let's ask Madame Eva. Ah, ghost hair thread is what you need, is it? I'm afraid I have none in stock, but I can make some for you, if you supply the ghost hair.
Safe travels.
There is a poor, sad spirit, Blind Mary, who haunts an old farmhouse in the hills south of Darkshire. Here, take this spectral comb and ask Blind Mary to comb her hair. Then bring back the comb and I will glean from it the ghost hair I'll need for the thread. And take care, for dark things now lurk near that house.
Farewell.
I'm so confused at like how okay people are with just dealing with ghosts. If I knew my house was haunted and someone was like, yeah, go to the ghost and give them a comb so I can make thread of it. That's weird. Ah, here's about the brother. The Legend of Stolven. Can I help you? You want to know about Stolven? You're not the first one, you know. We get outsiders coming through asking about him every so often. Always outsiders. Everyone who lives here knows better. You're out of luck anyway. I'm missing half of the archives. Feral Worgen broke into town hall not a few nights ago and tore the place to shreds. The documents you'll want are probably strewn all across Brightwood Grove by now, deep in the woods to the west. Not worth it if you ask me. Okay, but he told us where to find it at least. Thank you. Let's do the bundle of letters first. So this quest we just read. Copper vein. He's for me. Oh my lord, it actually makes sense if that guy is a Worgen, because he said like he is afraid of what his anger is gonna lead him to. Ooh, spooky. We got some letters. Ooh, and a rare. Rare Worgen die. He gave me a beautiful dress. Let's see what he has to say now.
Hello.
Look, sir, I really don't want any trouble.
Safe travels.
By the light, you actually went and got it? I'm shocked. I suppose I owe you a thanks for returning into the archives. Yeah, you do.
Have a good one.
In a dark corner. If you're that serious about this, I'll help you, Stannington. I know where the other documents must be. I'm just too terrified to do anything about it. There's only a few places that those horrible nightbane beasts gather when they're not prowling in the forest. One of them's the rotting orchard to the south. They use the buildings there as their dens, so if they haven't just eaten the other documents, you might find one there. But you'll have to search their lairs thoroughly, I wager.
See you around.
Okay, thanks. That's fine. Okay, so now we're going for the ghost hair quest, I think. And murdering some zombies? How did this even happen? I don't know much about the WoW lore. But how is like one zone, Duskwood, that is, just infested with like death and ghosts and everyone's just okay with it? Why don't the people who live here just move? Okay, ghost time? There she is. She's so pretty. What a nice dress you have. Oh? A rare? They will pay for forsaking us, for leaving us here amongst the beastly undead to rot. What? I've never seen this. He's talking to her? Or is he just gonna stand here? Oh my god, I'm so curious about this. I'm gonna wait and see if he says something else and then kill him. Oh, he walks away. Where are you going, sir? Okay. I see that he drops a few nice things. Okay. I'm reading on Wowhead. He spawns outside Blind Mary's house, then pats up the trail into the graveyard to the big headstone with the flowers straight out from the chapel door. Sees Watcher Eva knelt by the gravestone. Oh, so sad. He's just wanting to visit his family. Engages in combat, saying, It did not have to be this way. I wish to see my family again. To share with them this gift. Wait, what gift? But she has a bunch of flowers on her hand during her visit to the gravestone. Why are they saying her? This is a male, isn't it? Doesn't matter either way. But that's really sad. I want to see what it does though. I'm gonna follow this NPC. It's just that someone on Wowhead said she. Someone says Eva is the family name. Wasn't the tailorer woman also called Eva? So maybe that's not her name, it's the family's name. Oh my god, yeah. This undead is putting down a flower on a grave. Is it gonna say anything? Someone on Wowhead says, I felt bad for whacking him. I only did it because Silver Dragon popped up on my screen and said, I see you. Yeah, someone says this guy is most likely related to Madame Eve, a mob who lives in Darkshire that will appear to have her 2 children, Alyssa and Logan, Eva. Here's the link to Adam Eve. So let's see what he does when I attack him. It did not have to be this way. I only wish to see my family again, to share with them this gift. Wait, what? You mean share death? Or undead? Okay, no. I don't feel bad for you anymore. Jesus, it's like a nightmare. Like, they trick you like, oh no, I love my family, so they can be just like me. No, that's scary. Well, that's depressing. Now let's talk to Blind Mary. The memory of my beauty makes its loss unbearable. Oh, please don't look at me. I tore out these eyes with my own hands, but I can still feel your gaze. I'm hideous. Hideous, please look away. Okay, but please brush your hair. What is this? A comb? It's lovely, and it glides through my hairs as if it weren't the stiff, stingy horror that it is. Oh, only if I had a mirror. No, take this comb away from me. I'm a monster, and no one will ever think me lovely again. Why, yes, I used to own a looking glass. No, she's just really calm afterwards. The looking glass was one of my finest treasures until the incident. After what happened, I discarded it behind the barn. There was an insane ghoul who used to roam back there. Perhaps he picked it up. Rumor has it that the devilish beast resides in the tranquil garden cemetery. Okay, bye, Blind Mary. Die, foul beast. And we got the looking glass, nice. Let's now go to the rotting orchard to prove to the night watchers that I am strong enough, and look for the torn journal for the brother. It's like a barn. Okay. torn papers in here. Stop attacking. Are you insane? Ooh, a rare working called Maris. Come here. Does he say anything? No. I wish like every rare spawn would say something like that other guy. That was really cool. Right, let's first go to the Night Watchers. You performed well against the Shadow Weavers, Stennington, but even now, years after their first arrival, there seems to be so many to replace the ones we kill. I will put my faith in Master Caravin. No doubt he will get to the bottom of the problem. Your previous accomplishments have convinced me that you are ready to take the toughest worgen infesting woods. Infesting the woods. Of the worgen that we made... Wait. Of the worgen that have made their new home here, the vile fangs and the tainted ones have proven the most dangerous. They've settled down near some of the caves and in the mine to the south. From far away, you can even see the light from their bonfires.
Hello.
Splendid, Stannington. For your service to the people of Darkshore, you shall be rewarded.
Careful.
Bones that walk. There's even fouler undead left to deal with, Stannington. Tranquil Garden Cemetery, further south of town, is a place you don't want to be caught in at night. The bones that rise from the ground there are cunning enough to remember how to swing an axe or cast a spell. I shouldn't need to complain how dangerous... Excuse me, it says explain, not complain. I shouldn't need to explain how dangerous that makes them. Proceed with caution, but remember the people of Darkshire that will suffer if you falter.
Safe travel.
Oh, you're putting a lot of, like, pressure on me. Come on, man.
How are you?
Back to the brother questline. You're back in one piece, I see. This was all you found? That's bad news, I'm afraid.
Have a good
This isn't all of it. You shouldn't let it go, Stannington. No, you should let it go, Stannington. The only place left to look is Roland's Doom. That's the mine south of town. That's the largest lair of worgen in Duskwood. Nobody in Darkshire has ever made it back from that place alive. In fact, some of the records I have here imply that's where the monsters first came from. Who knows what evil's lurking in there? Please, Stannington, just give it up. Let's just forget about this whole thing and never speak of it again.
see you later.
Nope. I'm going in. Let's check with Eva.
Need help?
I sense that you have seen Blind Mary. You have my comb?
Go with honor.
I can make a spool of ghost hair thread with this, and have a few strands to spare. Here are some coins for those extra strands.
Be careful.
Here is your thread, Stannington. It has 1,000 uses. From binding evil spirits to sewing life into inanimate objects.
Light bless you.
Dude, can't I just buy the thread off of you instead? That could be some good materials for tailoring. And now to the insane ghoul. I showed Cog the beginnings of our star viewing machine. He was impressed. Did you happen to find the reflective device? Most superb. This will work perfectly. Many thanks. Now there is just one more item needed to complete this device. Cog's blueprint calls for a lens of some sort. The only lens I know of that will be large enough will be very difficult to acquire. There is an ogre by the name of Zarkvul, who resides in the mound. in southern Duskwood. If you can, bring to me his monocle and I will use that as our lens. Well, that's very rude of you. To tell me, hey, I know this one big guy that has a monocle. Can you kill him and steal his monocle from me? Very Ferengi-like of you. I need to string the ghost hair thread along my door and my windows to keep out unwanted spirits. Did you get it for me? Delightful. This will do splendidly. Here, good Dannington, take this as payment for your honorable deed. Thank you. I need a bottle of a certain liquor. Zombie juice. Tavern Keep Smith's at the Scarlet Raven Tavern in Darkshire. You should have some. And please hurry, Stanningtons. These nights get cold, and I need that drink to put fire in my veins again. Are you... Are you asking me to get you alcohol? Jesus Christ. And an alcohol called zombie juice? I don't know what I think about that. Jesus Christ. This game sure is silly. Zombie juice? You need some zombie juice, do you? That's some strong stuff. I don't usually get requests for it. Rather rot blossoms. If you bring me some rot blossoms, then I can brew you up a batch of zombie juice. Rot blossoms grow in strange places. They tend to flourish on dead things, and Duskwood has its fair share of those. I've seen a few of them growing at Tranquil Garden Cemetery lately. Check near the graves. But mind the dead that are walking about near there. He's telling me to go to graves and steal the flowers there? That's not very ethical. I don't like the idea of that. What does it say? My story progress is 0. What the heck? What quest do we do first, huh? Let's say the blossoms we just read about. Easy, done with those. Now let's challenge ourselves for the night watchers. Oh, I see. That's why all the rares are up, because I have war mode on. Whoops. I'm lucky there's been no horde here. Huh? What happened? I just turned into a worgen? Worgen Taint. Time between melee and ranged attack reduced by 20%. What? Was I bitten or something? Thank God it's only temporary. Well, now we're working, guys. Let's howl together at midnight under the full moon. And here we have the rest of the papers. And a pile of dirt with a lady in it. I have failed. I have failed in my duty, failed my people. The Worgen run, this evil I have unleashed in those hands of the power of my goddess granted me now lie. What? By whose hand is it directed? What? I failed my duty, I failed my people. The Worgen run rampant and the scythe of my goddess is lost. What? What the heck is she talking about? Velind Star Song? Oh no, I recognize the last name. Oh, she is an NPC in... She's an NPC in Ashenvale in Classic. Velen Sarsang was my predecessor here in Ashenvale Forest. At first, it seemed she had the situation in Fellwood under control, but little by little her efforts faltered. One day she simply disappeared. Oh my god. So she doesn't exist there anymore. It was only in Classic. I can see it on Classic Wowhead. And in retail, her location is unknown. What? Let's see. Here are some comments. The Curse of the Worgen handcover edition had an epilogue that went through Belinda's story. What killed her was a group of Worgen who wanted the scythe to usurp power from the Alpha Prime, who unfortunately was never in the game, despite his importance to the Worgen plot. What? During a fight with them, a crate of dynamite went off and the mine collapsed. So she died in there! Oh no! Yeah. And the next comment on Wowhead is, the reason the location of this NPC is unknown is because you can't actually click on her. She's buried in a mound of dirt right next to... Oh my god. This is so terrible. This is so sad. She used to be a part of her own quest. It's actually her spirit. She's under there because the Worgen killed and ate her. What you're rifling through is Worgen poop? Oh no. We have to wash our hands. Let's continue reading a little bit more. I'm super curious about this. Velinda Starsong was a priestess and a sentinel in Ashenvale Forest who was given the task of clearing the forest of demons. At first, it seemed she had the situation in Ashenvale and Fellwood under control, but little by little her efforts faltered. One day, she simply disappeared. Sentinel Malaria Frostshadow was sent to Ashenvale to continue her work. The Sentinels believed that she had her own reasons for leaving and expected that she could return at any time. Velinda had done much in the past to earn their trust. Oh my god, there's a lot of text here. But yeah, okay. That's so sad. Stannington, to be honest with you, I did not believe that you would get this far, but you are clearly a shaman to be reckoned with. In fact, if you wish to formally join Master Caravan's struggle, I will gladly write you a letter of recommendation. Hey, he really came around, huh? Oh, we're now honored with Stormwind. Lovely. Here you go, Stannington. Bring this message to Master Caravan. He quickly removes a piece of faded parchment and offers it to you. A few more like you, and we will outnumber the Night Watch. Oh, you're not the Night Watch? Okay, sorry. Perhaps then we could complete the work that we few carry on today. Sorry, I mixed you guys up. If that's not you. Yeah, what is it? Make it quick. I have pressing matters to attend to. Excuse me for my cold reception, Stennington, but as I'm sure you can tell, I am an extremely busy man. You're clearly just standing here, washing the fireplace with your wife. I see that you have impressed Keller, and I assure you that is no small feat, and that he has given his recommendation. There are unsavory types afoot, Stannington, and we can use the help of all who have proven themselves. We battle against demons, the undead, and those who would provide them aid. Be vigilant, be wary, and trust no one who would not give aid to our cause. Glory under the light. Okay. What does Althea want to say? The people of Darkshire thank you, Stannington. You have proven yourself to be a great ally of the Night Watch.
Be careful.
Thanks. Ah, brother quest line. I told you, Stannington, it is not worth pursuing.
Safe travel.
You actually went and got it? I don't know whether to call you brave or insane, but once again, my archives thank you.
See you later.
The fate of Stolven Mistmantle. Finally. You've recovered everything. Everything except the last page, which I've got right here. Don't look at me like that. You'll understand me when you read it. Some even say it's cursed, you know. In fact, I was relieved when the Worgen broke in and made off with these. Take it. Take all of it, in fact. I thank you for recovering my archives, but I don't want anything to do with this ever again. Please just leave me be.
Have a good one.
Okay. Why is he so mad? The final blood-stained page has been added. Oh my lord, here we go. We actually get to read it, huh? Wait, can we hand this to the brother now? We can. Okay. Let's finish this quest first, and then we read it, and then we leave it to him. Let's get the alcohol. Hi, Stannington. Do you have those root blossoms for me yet? Good, you got the root blossoms. I'll whip up the zombie juice. It's strong stuff, I warn you. Here's your zombie juice. And be careful with the stuff. It's strong enough to raise the dead. Wait a minute.
I supply only the finest goods.
What is that old man gonna do? Do you think he's actually gonna drink it? Or is he gonna do some, like, demon summoning? Okay. I'm gonna contradict myself again. And first we go leave the alcohol to the old man to see what he's gonna do. And then we read the brother text.
Need something?
I need that zombie juice to keep me warm on these cold, dark nights. Did you get it for me?
See you around.
1,000 thanks, Stannington. You warm an old man's heart with your with your kindness. Here you are, my friend. Take this as a token of my gratitude.
Have a good one.
Oh, he's gonna do something crazy. Ogre thieves. A few weeks ago I was picking herbs far from my house, and a band of ogres attacked me. I ran and I was forced to leave behind a crate of precious tools and herbs. After they chased me off, the ogre swaggered back to the ogre mound in southern Duskwood. I'm sure my crate is somewhere near the mound. Please, Stannington, retrieve this crate for me, for I miss it sorely.
See you around.
I am really worried about this guy. What is he doing there? Now, finally, the brother text. To the Honorable Headmaster Crillian, my former master, I write to you so that you might know what your appearance has been doing of late. Excuse me, your apprentice has been doing of late. Paying heed to your advice, I sought to build my knowledge and wisdom through travel outside the gates of our beloved Stormwind. My journeys took me to many places, but I have decided to take up residence here, in the lovely town of Moonbrook. The surrounding fields of Westfall are most beautiful as the harvest approaches. Within just a few days of my visit, I found myself tutoring the local children from the nearby farmlands. The lessons went so well that the town's mayor commissioned me to run a school, and construction has begun on a brand new schoolhouse. From Silverpine to Stormwind and now Moonbrook. Who would have guessed I would see so much of Azeroth? Warm regards, Stolven Mistmantle. Dear noble sir, word of your need for tutor for your children has traveled to me here in Goldshire, where I take up temporary residence in the Lion's Pride Inn. Due to the unfortunate state of events in the region, I was forced to abandon my post as headmaster of the Moonbrook Schoolhouse. Please accept my application to serve as tutor for your offspring. Headmaster Crillian of the Academy can speak to you of my abilities if necessary. I shall travel to meet you in person when the winter rains subside and the roads are suitable for travel once again. Until then, Stalvin Mismantle of Silverpine. Gills. The boy seems a bit rambunctious and will be a challenge to educate. However, the elder daughter, Tiloa, seems exceptionally smart. I couldn't help but notice her captivating beauty as well. Oh no! She is on the cusp of womanhood now. Oh no. Supposedly the Lord has arranged her marriage for next year, but I digress. This week I will accompany the family to their summer cottage near the Eastwill logging camp in Elwyn, close to the Red Ridge Mountains. I hope to write more while there. Oh no, this is so creepy. Most strange and uncontrollable feeling. Never have I felt the way I did today. Whilst assisting Giles and with his history lesson, Tiloa was outside tending to her flower garden. After a few minutes she came inside and placed a scarlet begonia in my open palm and smiled at me in such a way that my heart felt as though it was trembling within my chest. Oh no, what is this? I don't like this. Most certain that she shares the same feelings for me now. She even placed her hand on mine this morning. When she smiles, her eyes light up with glittering diamonds. Unspoken words pass between us. I can feel her in my pounding heart and heated veins. No, 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 no. Anger and fury that likes of which I never knew existed. How dare she? As I was instructing Giles in the meaning of numbers, Tiloa appears before me with a suitor holding hands in public nonetheless. What an uncouth young man. Rather than introduce me properly, Tiloa simply said, "Oh, that's just my tutor, Uncle Stalvan. He's a nice old man." Old? At that word my cheeks flushed with heat. I am but a few years older, and yet she betrays. Downward spiral of despair. First she mocks me, and now she is engaged. The ungracious charlatan was pretending to love when truly she desired to hurt me all along. A black void lurks within me now, and it grows with each waking moment. The blood I shall spill pales in comparison to the tears I have shed. So this man is an old creep, huh? That fell in love with a teenager? And then he killed her?
What can I do for you?
Let's see what his brother says. You're back! Did you find anything about my brother?
That's enough gabbing for me today.
I can't thank you enough. I had hoped for this to be a joyous reunion, but the more I learn, the less glad I am to have asked. But I must know.
See me when I'm angry.
This can't be. My brother was strong-willed, but such vileness, such sickness and violent, bloody evil. Tobias brings a hand to his face, averting his gaze. Werewolf? I must have answers. I need to know how I got that letter. I need to know if Stalvan really did this. I need to know why. Take my ring, Stannington. Bring it to Madame Eva. That woman is a follower of old arts and make no secret of it. Call it madness, but I'll try anything at this point.
Long live Greymane.
Okay. So, what does he want me to do with his ring, exactly? Summon the dead? What dark whispers guide you to my door, shaman?
Safe travel.
How interesting. It It's been quite a while since I've seen such a ring.
Be careful.
I'm afraid I cannot give Tobias the answers he seeks, but I can help you find the only person who can. Stelvan Mistmantle. Take the ring into the woods to the north to Manor Mistmantle. Uh-oh! He has a manor? Or had? Where Stelvan's body was buried. Enter and hold the ring before you. Let the waning moon pour its light through the ring, and the spirits will answer your call. Take heed, Stannington. The questions of the living can offer more comfort than the answers of the dead. Yeah, I know, but it's him. He's the one that wants to know this, not me. Come on. Alright, I want to go to his manor right now. Then we can end the episode for now. My ring. Who holds my family ring? Tiloa, is that you? Brother! Tobias. Tell me it's not true, brother. Tell me you didn't die a murderer. It's all true, brother. Every word. You doubted it? But why? How could you? You know why. Surely you've felt anger? Anger so foul and vicious that it makes you want to tear someone to shreds? Aren't you feeling it right now? No, no, stop it! Oh shit, I told you he was a werewolf. The Curse of Stalvan. All attributes reduced by 5%. That's cool. He has his own debuff. You see, brother, we're not so different. No. And his brother ran away. Let me just pick off of your brother's corpse. He had 16 silver. Thanks. So what now?
Oi.
Master Harris may have been right. I would have been better to leave the past behind. I've got a new life now. Whether it's that of a monster or a man is up to me. As for you, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance, regardless of the outcome. Please, take this with my thanks. Thanks.
Watch your back.
Part of the pack. I've been trying to keep my true self hidden away from the people of Darkshire. They seem to react poorly to Worgen. Yeah. There are more of us here, though, beyond the city. The companions I first traveled here with searched the woods for wild Worgen. They believe some of them, ones with the telltale signs, can still be returned to sanity. I'm not quite ready to rejoin them. Please send word to Apprentice Fess at the crossroads west of town that I'll be staying in Darkshire a while longer.
Farewell.
Yeah, sure. Goodbye, Tobias. Oop. I think that's a good place to end. I think we're done in Darkshire now. What was that, like an hour? It will be edited down, but I believe it's an hour. So yeah, let me know if I should keep doing this, if you enjoyed it, and I'll make a playlist. Have a great day, bye bye!